But all right, another EP, no lazy takes. So let's get straight to the business. Lakers Cavs. Lakers get their ass completely handed to them. What was the final score? You got the final score, Keat?
I think it was they 134 to 110, I want to say, something like
134 to
that.
110, just completely just
Something like that.
outplayed. We'll deep dive exactly what happened, but it's looking like the honeymoon phase of the 2024 Lakers is possibly over. Um, what I saw, I didn't watch the game in real time. I did watch the highlights and look at the box score, kind of tried to deep dive it as much as possible. And from what I saw, the role players didn't show up to play. This team doesn't have a quote unquote third superstar. It's almost got to be like a third star by committee. So somebody's got to step up each night to be that third star, whether it be D'Lo, whether it be Austin Reeves we've seen. Hopefully it could be Kinnett, Rui. Um, and neither one of those guys scored over 10 points out, not from what I saw. Just the only one who showed up to play was Braun. Jared Allen looked like Wilt Chamberlain out there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got based off this game. Just role players didn't show up to play. LeBron looked like the only one who was wanted to win getting off the plane.
I feel like that's gonna be huge for the whole season because for the past like 2 to 3 years, our team sucks on the road, bro. We actually suck on the road, and that's when most of our role players have to like hoop is on the road because they hoop at home like no problem. The AR be going off, no question. Rui goes off, no question. Bench guys because we don't have a deep bench anyway.
No.
So on the road, it's like you guys have to do something and they never show up. It's just Bron and AD on the road. That's why our road record's so terrible. I think we were like the worst team on the road last year that made the playoffs. I think we had the worst record on the road that of teams that made the playoffs last year. I'm like pretty sure about that.
Did the Lakers even have a winning record last year? Did we have a winning record?
I think
Overall,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we were like 47 and 35.
yeah. We like 10 games.
47 and 35?
Yeah,
Hmm.
we were
It
above
didn't
500 for sure.
That shit didn't feel like it. It felt like more like a goddamn 42-40 season, something ridiculous like
I
that.
know,
He's
I
on the
know
road.
it did, but yeah, we was 12 games. It's because we were the low seed, that's why. But everybody in the West was good
It was
last year.
good. Yeah, it was one of yeah, it was something weird like that. But yeah, that's kind of the takeaway when AD's not looking like the sea monster. When AD's not our best player, hands out.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it was tough. But yeah, like you're saying, I think the biggest thing is the disparity in the way that role players play at home versus they play away. And that's just kind of the how the NBA goes in general. Like role players play well at home and then kind of 50-50 on the road. So we really need someone to step up as that third start and kind of it shows how shallow our bench is right now, especially with Seawood out and Bando out. I think those two,
Our bench
when
is
they come
terrible.
back, I really think that helps a lot.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
bench is
and
terrible.
D'Angelo Russell needs to get sent on the first plane out of LA, man. Like he
100%.
he has overstayed his welcome, bro. He has overstayed his welcome. I mean, God, bro. Like I am sick of watching his just lazy basketball, bro. Just like the nonchalant, like I'm too cool to play defense. I'm too cool to hustle. Like if I miss a three, like you know what I'm saying, I flutter my leg in the air and I look and I dye my hair blonde and
Weird.
I don't it's just like I'm just tired of it, bro. Like it's just not it to me. There's when I like even like the play that stood out to me is like in the I think it was against was it Phoenix? Or no, it was the first game I think against Minnesota when he had an open three, right? But then he passed it to Jackson Hayes in the corner.
He throws that shit right back
Oh
to
no,
him.
no,
What
this
the
was against
fuck are you
Phoenix.
doing?
This was against Phoenix.
Yeah.
He had an open three, he got on the wing. Then he decided to just like for whatever reason pass it to Jackson Hayes in the corner, thinking like it's I don't know why he did that. And he gets it back, right? And he shoots a contested three with KD on him, and of course
Hits
he
it.
makes it because that's the type of bullshit he'll make. But it's just like shit like that just pissing me off, bro, because it's not like it's just low IQ, like not conducive to winning. That's the type of basketball, the brand of basketball that he's always played in his career. That's why he's never found a consistent home. That's why every team that he's been traded from has improved once he's left. There's not a situation he left and the team didn't improve because of getting rid of him. And so all this shit was cool like when we first got him because we had got rid of Russ and like Russ was obviously even worse for us than D'Angelo Russell was, but like D'Angelo Russell is not the solution for us as a starting point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's not going to be the guy that you can rely on to be a core piece on a championship team. I think like we have enough evidence and enough data to um, come to that conclusion. Like I don't think that's anything controversial, especially when you're pairing him with another unathletic smaller guard who doesn't really defend either. He who at least puts in more effort, but um like you need a better combination, a better fit next to Reeves than D'Angelo Russell is. And I think Reeves at this point has shown that you can slide him to the one and you can potentially go try to get a more defensive two in the mold of something like we had with KCP, or whether you go for a more dynamic athletic guard next to Reeves that can, get more rim pressure, and
Per-
it's just
someone,
more reliable than D'Angelo Russell. Like he's just not
someone,
reliable.
someone
Sorry, I had to
like
go on my little rant. I'm just sick of him, bro.
someone like a Herb Jones.
I mean, that would be like ideal, but like realistically, that's not gonna happen. Like I know options that have been out there, like a Colin Sexton, who I think actually I would really like, but he would be more so like a six man to me.
Yeah.
Um,
What?
but
No,
then obviously like there's the whole Zach LaVine things going around.
no, 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 no.
I like the Zach LaVine look, and I was just about
Honestly, I don't hate it now. I'm okay with
I
it now.
like it, bro.
Like
What do we have to give up?
you'd have to give up D'Lo, Gabe, and hopefully not Rui, but you can maybe do Vando and JHS. All of them can get their bags packed. I'm not gonna lie.
If we can do
Vando,
that, if we can do that, I'm with that. But if I'm the
Only
Bulls,
problem with Chicago doesn't want that many guards, bro. They already have hella guards, bro.
if
To
I'm the
take
Bulls,
three
I'm not
guards,
yeah,
leaving.
but they're getting off Zach LaVine's contract, which they might want more than. But I don't know if he's been hooping so far to start the year, so it's possible that some team might like end up giving like an actual asset for him, whereas before like no team wanted him, like they was gonna have to attach a pick or an asset to move off Levine's contract because of his injury history and the fact that like he's getting paid so much money. But so far this year he's looked really good, so I don't know. I mean, I think him and Reeves is a lot better of a backcourt, and he could be a legitimate third option. Obviously, there's the injury concerns. Um, but I mean, there's no denying like he's a 25 point scorer who's efficient. He can create his own shot. He can attack the rim. He's athletic, and he doesn't need the ball in his hands, and
Yeah,
he doesn't have that. I'm not gonna say the word on here because that'll get me canceled, but he has that three-letter demeanor. He doesn't have that three-letter demeanor that D'Lo has.
nigga.
Three-letter.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's crazy. It's the blonde hair.
It's yeah, it's the whole aura, bro. The blonde hair, it only makes it worse, bro. It only makes it worse. And he
It's
just like, yeah, he be lollygagging up and down the court and shit. And like, when he shoots that jumper and like he kicks his legs
I
and
hate when
shit,
he kicks his leg up,
bro.
bro.
bullshit.
Like, why do you do that, bro?
Bro,
Like,
he
oh
kicks the
my
one knee
God,
up,
it
and
just kills
like
me.
hangs his body right there, like
Like
bro.
he just got slapped in the back of the neck or some
And
Yeah,
shit.
like
Yeah.
he puts his head out like this,
He be
like
flailing for contact when he drive. Hey, like I bro, that shit.
bro,
Oh my God, I'm sick of him, bro. I'm
square the
sick of
fuck
him.
up, bro. Just
D'Lo,
square up and shoot the ball.
okay. A couple things about D'Lo. Uh,
God,
man, I don't know why he just doesn't go. Like he's trying not to. I don't know if he's not trying to step on people's toes,
don't
and
take
that's
money up.
not true. What you said. You said every situation got better when he left. I don't think that Brooklyn got better when he left that situation. I think that was a pretty good situation. Uh, but it's him. He's not playing with like any decisiveness. I feel like I feel like he should just go. Like, don't worry about catering to Braun. Every time you touch the ball, you should be trying to get into the lane and play make. Whereas like you see how Rui, well, the first three games at home, how he's just playing super decisive and how that made it easier on everybody else. Yeah, so I feel like and then but the biggest thing right now too with D'Lo is he's cold. We all know he's a streaky three-point shooter, and when he's not hitting threes, he's damn near useless. So
That's the
he's
biggest issue too. He doesn't bring nothing else if he's not hitting jump shots.
yeah, I mean he still brings spacing, which is a good thing, which is why it's a good fit. He's a good fit to play with LeBron and AD because he does bring spacing, but at the end of the day, he's got to hit his open shots. Like, and then it's the timely shots too. Like he won't hit the shot that we need. You know how like AR will hit the shot to like tie it up, like in the second quarter, or like at the end of the dagger at the end of the first quarter or something. Like D'Lo,
Even in the clutch time, the Reeves
even in
will.
clutch time. But I ain't even talking about that. I'm just talking about
Mhm.
the shots that you gotta make, like winning plays. He's not hitting those type of shots that he's like you
Those are
expect.
the worst. He's the worst at those.
He's the worst. Yeah, exactly. So. I don't know if it's a confidence thing. I do want to keep him because we already know once the trade rumors start coming out, you already know what he's gonna start. He's gonna start balling again and fucking to keep his job just like he did last year.
Fucking just
They
trapping.
can't fall for that shit again, bro. He has to be moved, bro. You're not winning a title. Like the
But the
D'Lo Reeves backcourt is not winning a championship.
but you gotta well, our depth is an issue right now. How much do you guys think that Seawood and Vandal helps?
Not, I mean,
Not much.
not much, truly.
Not much.
Because
Okay.
really the issue is that we don't have any scoring off the bench. Like
Yeah.
you got Dalton as maybe, but like he's a rookie. You asking a lot of him
And you
to be your
expected Chrissy
primary
to take a
scoring.
leap, and he hasn't taken
I
a leap.
expected Christie to be better, but he's not been good so far this year. And I'm gonna give him a little patience because this is his first, like this is the first time he's really been in the rotation consistently. It's only 5 games into the season.
Ain't this his
Um,
fourth year? This is the fourth year.
third year,
Listen, man.
third year. But he's only
Bronny,
he's only 21 also, so it's like he's young. He's 2 years younger than Dalton still, which is crazy that when you think about it, because obviously he's been in the league a couple years.
well,
Um,
yeah, he need to
but
play like it though.
yeah,
Like
he
he been
he
in the
he
league.
hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked good, but I mean, shit, there's other people in the roster that haven't looked good as well. Gabe Vincent is out here getting to skate scot-free after getting paid 3 years, 33 million, and he doesn't do nothing but shoot bricks all game long.
Fucking
Can't really
crazy.
say that. They
Fucking
do spit
crazy.
to him,
Worse than
bro.
Michael Beasley. How did yeah, like this nigga would have if the Heat won, he would have been Finals MVP. And then gets to the Lakers, forgets how we might as well have kept Kendrick Nunn. He's
It's the
doing
same
the
thing that happened
Kendrick
with Kendrick
Nunn.
Nunn. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
this is the Kendrick Nunn story. Got to fucking had the bone bruise,
That's
was
on
out for a
Rob, bro.
year.
He fell for that shit again, bro. You don't sign no role players from the Miami
No,
Heat, bro.
11 million. And especially not no 5'11"
And
fucking
Dennis
guard.
Dennis Schroeder is out here driving 30 points a game in Brooklyn right now, and they let him
How do
walk.
you let Dennis walk and sign Gabe Vincent?
And they signed him. That's the problem. You sign him off
We
one
might
playoff.
need to
He hasn't
we
shown
might
to be a good NBA player outside of that one playoff run. And you signed him just based off that one playoff run. And that's literally like a 2, 3 week stretch of basketball that you sign somebody off of, rather than having a large sample size of seeing that Dennis is a solid NBA point guard, a
solid.
solid bench, a solid bench point guard for sure. He's
You
not a
know,
great starter, but he's a good bench point guard.
shit, he's a solid. He almost got 4 years, 84. He would for to
Yeah.
be the start. If he would have signed him, if he would have took that, we'd never had Westbrook. So it's well with Dennis, you don't got to worry about him going up against anybody because you know he's going to compete defensively and you know he can get by just about anybody on offense. So yeah, I wish we still had him. I wish we still had Dwight, but we got to work with what we have. So my thing is for D'Lo, if we're going to trade him, it has to be better. So is Colin Sexton the only person that's liable? I mean, that's an actual realistic possibility that's better
It
than
would, I
D'Lo.
mean, ideally it would be like you're getting Colin Sexton and Walker Kessler.
I like that. Yeah, and then move off of who you said, D'Lo,
It would be like D'Lo, JHS, and
Christie.
then a pick maybe, and then you would probably they have our 27 pick from the Russell Westbrook trade, but it's top like 4 or 5 protected, so you just unprotect that pick, so it would give them a little slightly more incentive. But Danny Ainge is saying he wants 2 picks for Walker Kessler, so it remains to be seen if he's just posturing on that.
No,
But
he's not
Kessler,
posturing.
he's been hooping to start the year, and
He's
obviously
a
they have
monster.
like they had that, huh?
He's a monster.